times I did help raising funds even from the patient's families, mga ganon. So I started working with Vista or investing in Vista and Torre Lorenzo as MDC. So if ever, mayroon tayong working knowledge when it comes to itong mga pre-selling ng mga condo, especially at the times of turnover, the mga ganon. And then financing, mga ganon. So, yun. And then 2020, I resumed my studies. So actually, I took biochemistry back in, I think that was 2004, so ang tagal na, di ba? So, but then, I stopped my studies due to some personal reasons. And then, niresume ko siya and took financial management. I majored financial management doon sa Baguio, sa UC. And thank God, to God be the glory, we graduated as magna cum laude. So that was the pandemic. So we were the first graduate of the pandemic kasi we were about to graduate, but then suddenly sabi nila na may lockdown, no? Yung mga pandemic, we thought, okay, it's just akala namin bakasyon na kasi like 2 months or 3 months is graduation na eh. But then, unfortunately, nagtuloy-tuloy yung pandemic. So, there's the virtual ceremony, so we were the first to have that one. And the church celebrated with us. So, yun, kaya meron yung power award namin sa church that time. So, praise God for that one. And then, we plan to launch Sever's Cabin. So, ito is another, it's a corporate company as well. So, ganun yung entity niya. So, however, ito yung vegetable trading business sa Tagaytay. However, during the pandemic we have to pause, although we have the access, but then we focused on doing the relief operation. So if I'm not mistaken, we were the first to do a wide-scale relief operations sa mga stranded na mga estudyante and also the next one is from Ifugao. So it's wide-scale, like from Benguet to Baguio. So we were the first to do that. And then eventually, like days later, meron yung, I think it was BBAC, or yeah, it's not BBAC, it's something like an Ifugao organization who did that as well. And then weeks later, meron nang pre-claim na may mga permits na yung gumagawa ng mga ganito. So people joined in like 2 to 3 weeks later. So naging busy kami during those pandemic times. So we have to pause yung launch ng Sever's Cabin. But then thank God it was launched on 2022. But then, by the way, we also did, we have been assisting schools. Diba, nung na-lockdown yung mga estudyante, they have to do, anong tawag doon? Distance learning. So what we did is, and there was the delay, by the way, of provision or yung support from the government when it comes to this office needs ng mga schools. So that's where they are, they need help that time. So yun, so we were able to provide school materials, mga office supplies sa mga schools, and yung mga radio, mga flash drives sa mga estudyante. So that's what we have been doing during the pandemic. So na-delay yung launch ni Sever's Cabin, but thankfully na-launch din siya noong 2022, so it's still operating until now. So I think it's the most complex business kasi yung one-day turnaround time mo pagdating sa gulay na business, no? So yan, so still ongoing doon sa Silang Cavite. So that's near Tagaytay. And then on 2022 as well, yung BPO services, I rebranded it to Outsource Moveri Business Management Services. So ito yung Filipino